God bless you out there, global Christian friends, pastors. I'm not trying to be hard on you pastors out there, you leaders of God's people, but they need to know, if you love the Lord, if you love His people, you'll be hard on yourself for their sake. The Bible said to study to show yourself approved, not unto men, but study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman needing not to be ashamed, but a workman that is capable of rightly dividing the word of truth. So you have to please God and not yourselves. Jesus said, I do those things that always please Him. He said, for I can do nothing of myself, and neither can you do nothing of yourself. And you can do nothing without me, he said. Luke 13 and 6. And you can take this from also Mark, personally, 11 and 12. 13 and 6. He spoke also this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit thereon, and found none. You plant a fig tree in your vineyard. Don't get the wrong impression now. You don't plant figs and fruit together. You don't put two seeds of a different gender in the same hole. I've had them tell me, I didn't know you were supposed to do that. I sent the word to them and showed them the word overseas that you don't do that. I didn't know that. Well, now you do. All right? Planted in his vineyard a fig tree, and he came and sought figs thereon, sought fruit thereon, and found none. The way it was in Mark chapter 11, verse 13, when he came to the fig tree. Look, Jesus is the kind of phenomenon that even if you don't have leaves on your tree, when he comes, he brings his seasons with him. He can make these things generate spontaneously as well as instantaneously. Then said he unto the dresser of his vineyard, behold, these 3 years I came seeking fruit on this fig tree, and found none. Cut it down, why cumbereth it the ground? He answering him said unto him, Lord, let it alone this year also, till I shall dig about it and dung it. And if it bear fruit, well. If it bear fruit well. And if not, then after that thou shalt cut it down. Do y'all hear that? In other words, God is saying, bear fruit or perish. Bear fruit or perish. Time is out now for that dresser to say, Lord, let me just dunk on all this kind of carrying. Time is too short now. Time is too short. You don't have no more time to say, I can sin and ask God to forgive me. And sin so I can sin some more. Time is too short. Those days are over with and gone. You sound like you're talking about judgment there, Bishop. What do you think I'm talking about? All right? This is judgment preaching and teaching. All right? Understand that. The healing of a crippled woman on the Sabbath. 13:10. And as you were teaching in one of the synagogue on the Sabbath, behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years and had bowed together and could in no wise lift up herself. She had a chronic back ailment. All right? And when Jesus saw her, he called her to him and said, Woman, thou art loosed from thine infirmity. Now, I don't want to rain on nobody's parade out there, but woman, thou art loosed from thine infirmity. How much weight does that carry? How much weight does that hold? How much of a miracle is Jesus expecting to take place? How much weight and truth is in that word to make that word come to bear? It's not sending your word to heal them. It's speaking the word to deliver them. All right? It's not sending the word to heal them, but it's what? Speaking the word to deliver them. Woman, thou art loosed from thine infirmity. Don't forget what he said. What you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. What you loose on earth shall be loose where? In heaven. So Jesus was looking at this woman, but his mind was heaven set. All right? Looking at her earthly condition, but his mind was heaven set. And here comes one of his principles in verse 13. And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was made straight and glorified God. Laying on of hands are one of the 5 principles of Christ Jesus. One of those 5 principles. All right? But the Bible said you must get away from those 5 principles of laying on of hands. Don't lay hands suddenly on no man in the first place. Next time, God bless you, global Christian friends, pastors, saints, and churches. We love you.